In the studio with me from the Salvation Army, I'm talking with Stephen McNeilly, and the Kettle Campaign will be happening soon, as well as the annual Christmas Appeal. So let's talk with Stephen and find out more about it. Welcome to the program. It's been a year.
Thanks, Doreen. It's great to be with you today.
Good. Okay, so let's talk about the annual appeal letters that have been sent out.
Right. Actually, I received a letter from the Salvation Army in my mailbox, and I asked my son, so look what I got. I showed him, and he says, so what do you have to do? I said, well, I have to put some money. Do you have to? And I felt like saying, yes, of course you have to. But I said, no, it's a choice. It's an option. But
Yes.
But that's the plan, is to be able to give everyone an option or an opportunity to be able to give.
And in any amount. It
That's
doesn't,
correct.
it doesn't have to, and you don't have to feel guilty that you're not giving as much as what you want. You give what you can, right?
Very true.
Yes.
We know this is a busy time of year. We know this is an expensive time of year, but we also want to make sure there's an opportunity for people to be able to give, and give in a way that stays in the community and in a way that affects families, perhaps who don't have much
Exactly. Yes.
throughout the year.
Yes. And when does this campaign end for the letter appeal?
Right. So you can send your letters in July if you wish. That is not a problem.
Good.
So and we're just so fortunate that we send them out in November.
Yes.
And people respond when they can. And
That's good.
so yeah, we're not gonna say sorry. We're not accepting your donation if it's not. No, send it in whenever you are ready or willing to do so.
So when are we going to hear the bell ringing?
I know, isn't that exciting? Looking
Yes.
forward to it. Well, we always start just after Remembrance Day.
Yes.
And so we started on Tuesday, which would have been yesterday. And so Tuesday was, and so now we're going every single day except for Sunday, of course. Take a day of rest.
Yes.
And just we're going to be located at all across town, including Prescott, to be once again available just for people to donate as they see inclined to do so.
Yes, which is nice. And people, as we were saying earlier, people are so generous in our community. We're very, very fortunate. Now, volunteers. Are you in need of volunteers?
We always need volunteers. Volunteers really make our community, don't they? And with that, we can assign volunteers to different tasks as need be. The one that we're really looking for now are volunteers who are willing to spend 2 hours standing by a kettle and just saying thank you, ringing the bell, depending on how loud you are as a ringer.
Yes.
and the store clerk around. But yes, an opportunity just to be there, to be present, for people to be able to come and make a donation.
And a nice smile would help.
That really goes a long
Yes.
way behind the mask. So you got to smile with
the
your
eyes.
eyes.
You're
I know.
absolutely right.
I think we've added last year to our kettles based on the response of, I don't have any cash. And so in response to that, what we've done is we've come up with a tip-tap program where you can pull out your piece of plastic of your choice.
Yes.
And you tap it on one of the numbers that you think might be the appropriate one. And there's a 5, a 10, and a 20. You can actually tap 3 times if you want to calculate the exact right amount that you want to be able to give. And that just, it's really
Great.
nice. We're mounting them today.
Yes.
So we've got to do training with our volunteers just to make sure everybody knows what to do.
Right.
But yeah, that's what it is. It's simple. It's worked well last year, and we're looking forward to having good success with that.
And a lot of people do not, like myself, I don't carry a lot of change with me. I mean, the card is there and it's much easier. It doesn't take up a lot of space in my wallet, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's easy to use. Tell us what the goal is for this year.
Right. So our kettle goal itself, and we're aiming at a goal similar to last year, which is $110,000 spread across 6 different kettles. Or with more volunteers, we would open up a couple of other locations.
Yes.
And so that's our goal. And the community has been so generous in the past. Last year, that was our goal, and we were able to reach our goal. And we're really glad to be able to do that, because those are the funds that allow us to operate all year round. And we can talk also about the different services that we offer throughout the year. But that's what it is. That's our primary budget
That's when you raise the funds for the whole year. So the locations this year, you were saying that Brockville and Prescott. Now, are we talking like places, Walmart, for instance? Is that a...
So our kettle locations, we have 2 at Walmart.
Yes.
We have 1 at Superstore. We have 1 at Canadian Tire. We have 1 at the LCBO starting in December.
Okay.
And we have 1 at Giant Tiger, both in Brockville, as well as Giant Tiger in Prescott.
Let's talk about hampers. Hampers, yes, you're noted for your hampers. So is that coming to an end, like as far as people and being able to register for it?
So the Christmas hamper program of the past, the word hamper has become a little misleading.
Oh, is it?
Because people do show up and say, well, where's the food? Because the implication of a hamper, right?
Yes.
So we changed it from Christmas hamper to Christmas assistance.
Oh,
and
I like
so
that.
Instead of us stocking up on 200 turkeys and and 150 hams and some whatever it may be, you may not be interested in any of those things, or you may be going to someone else's house, so you're not even going to be planning on making a dinner.
Right.
So we've pulled back on that, and we're able to, based on our resources, we're able to give in other ways to be able to for the hamper part of it, for the meal, and people, giving the dignity of people to be able to use the resources as they see fit, whatever the needs may be, to buy batteries if there are children, right?
Well, it does. It makes sense. I mean, not everybody likes turkey. Not everybody likes ham.
And there's also the food handling aspect of it.
Yes.
How do you keep that many turkeys? And so some of those logistics, it just takes away that. Now, toys, though, we are packing toys for families who apply.
Yes.
And the deadline for application is coming up very soon, right?
it?
It's on
Okay.
Friday the 19th.
Okay.
And the applications can be done through our Facebook our
Yes.
Facebook page,
Yes.
or you can pick up an application at the thrift store or at the church, fill it out by hand, and send it in. Make sure that the information is all correct and answer all the questions. It makes it just so much easier on my team of volunteers, because
Yes.
that's how we operate this, a team of volunteers that take the application and say, well, great, I'm going to do this. Let's pack this up for the 3-year-old and the 7-year-old, and let's make this happen. So our volunteers are priming themselves to be able to do that. And so get your applications in.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit more about the toy aspect. Is there a type of toy that you find that is each year that is lacking, that you wish that people would donate? What is it?
And so I talk with not only my team, this consistent team of people that each year do the packing of what we do, the toys.
Yes.
They keep their ear to what the trends are.
Right.
Is it LOL dolls or Barbie dolls, or what is the new thing? And it's keeping on touch with that. So I don't know. But if you're following whatever the trends may be, and I tell the people the best is, if you want to buy a toy, or for someone, buy a toy specifically for a child that you know, whether it's the neighborhood's, whether it's yours,
Yes.
whether it's a grandchild, buy for that child.
Okay.
And because you can actually ask them, what would you want, a coloring book? No, I want a paint set. Okay. And so you can actually specifically buy based on some of those things, and you'll get some really good hints there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The other thing, if people are giving any toys that require batteries, wouldn't it be nice if they included the batteries?
That's a perfect idea. It really is. For example, a remote control race car or whatever like that. Yeah, it takes AA batteries. Well, put a pack of AA batteries, because it does make Christmas Day less stressful.
Yes.
Not only do you have to build it, but it's like checking all the drawers. Yeah, no. If they're included, that really goes a long way.
Yeah.
But you mentioned difficult to buy for, and with technology being so much the gift,
Yes.
and the price so high, we ask actually on the application, what would your child like? And Xbox, a laptop.
Yes,
I'm thinking, yeah, that probably isn't going to happen. Can you adjust your anticipation a little bit
Right.
better?
Yes.
And it's harder to buy the older the children.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. What do
more
you get them,
sophisticated.
right?
Yeah.
Now, speaking of older children, I'm thinking, do you accept like mitts? I know they're not toys, but do you accept things like mitts, socks, and toques, hats, things of this nature?
We have people every year that say, I'm coming with a box of toques or mitts, and every year, and then there are new people add on, we get a phone call, will you accept? Which means we put them for every single child, bigger
gosh.
ones for the older kids, for the parents. 2 or 3 sets. I've got a 9-year-old. That one pair of mitts does not last.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're able to, based on people thinking and planning ahead, we're able to put those in for all. So yes, if you've got a plan for mitts or toques, whether you're knitting or want to purchase some,
Yes.
and drop them off.
Be appreciated.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like for babies, right? Baby outfits and stuff like that. So yes, sweatshirts or hoodies, whatever may be, those end up being good gifts even for some of the older ones.
Well, yes, because I mean, it's harder to buy for an older than it is for a younger. It's just the way it is.
So what we do is we do our best with what we receive.
Yeah.
So whatever comes in, it goes out, and we're so grateful for the generosity of people across the community over the years. It's been more than 130 years since the Salvation Army has been here in this community and across Canada, and just wanting to be able to be the person or the people that can meet the need, that can bridge that gap for those who are on tough times.
Yeah, and unfortunately with COVID, it really has been tough, hasn't it?
It really has been.
Anything else that you can think of that we should be talking about today, relative either to the kettle, to the assistance program? It's not hampers anymore. Got to get rid of that word.
Yeah, because even what does the word hamper mean, except for the laundry hamper?
Well, years ago, that's what they used to say, right? The hamper.
I guess.
I guess I'm old school.
I even heard there's a parade coming up.
You heard that there's a parade coming up.
Yeah.
Would that happen to be the Santa's village?
And we partner really well. We partner really well with Santa.
Okay.
We're on super speaking terms all year round, actually.
Good.
So we're thrilled that somehow, with connections pulled, I got a phone call from someone from Rotary who said, maybe you can set up a kettle down on the square on the parade day. So I'm looking at finding some volunteers that can slot in and be available for that day. Yeah, we just want to celebrate right along, and it's tough for me because I'm helping with the kettles and I don't always get to go to the parade. So I think maybe this year I might have to.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Then you'll see Santa.
Well, yeah,
okay?
That's true.
Yeah. So thank you ever so much for coming in and talking to us about the Kettle Campaign, as well as all the other great work that the Salvation Army does.
Yeah.
It's great.
We're just thrilled to be part of this community, and so that we can give hope, right?
Yes.
Give hope to those who
Need it.